Developing tonight in Clear Creek County, jurors now have the case against former Deputy Andrew Buen. Buen is accused of shooting and killing Christian Glass back in 2022. Glass was stuck in his car on a rock in Silver Plume and called 911 for help. The encounter was caught on body cam video. Your reporter in the mountain, Spencer Wilson, has been covering this case since day one and joins us live tonight. Spencer, the defense argues that Buen acted rationally because it appeared that Glass was impaired.
That's right, but the prosecution said not only can they not necessarily prove that he was DUI, but even if he was, it doesn't necessarily give former Deputy Buen the right to shoot him that night. Now it's up to the jury to decide whether they believe one of these arguments and what they're going to do about the night that Buen shot Christian Glass.
Closing arguments started with the prosecuting attorneys, arguing Buen set up Christian for failure right away that night in 2022.
Christian offered to throw the weapons out, the knives, the hammer, the mallet out. Mr. Buen said don't, and Christian didn't. He did what he was told.
Those weapons were what Glass eventually attempted to use when officers broke his car windows, shot him with beanbag rounds, and tried to tase him. The DA argued because Christian refused to leave the car, which they say he did not have any reason to do so, it made Buen angry. He was not listening to him.
Call it tunnel vision, call it hyper-focused, or maybe even a goal that he had that night. He made a comment to dispatch, we're going to have to get this guy out of the car.
They say that tension over getting out of the car is what pushed Buen over the edge.
Everything he did that night was to get Christian out of the car. And ladies and gentlemen, he did it. He got him out.
The defense paints Glass as a dangerous, erratic threat to the police, says that the officers were right to pull their guns because of the weapons in his car. They say Glass needed to be arrested because he was DUI in his stuck car.
We'll have to take him out of the car at some point. Doesn't make him guilty of murder. The DA has completely taken this entire case out of context. They have not listened to the evidence. They haven't watched the body cams very closely. They clearly don't know the charges because in jury selection and now, they put the wrong charges on the board.
Now, regardless of whatever either attorney says, it's now up to the jury to decide the three charges that Buen is facing right now, the chief among them being second-degree murder. We will stay on top of when the jurors have that verdict, and we'll let you know as soon as we do on CBS Colorado. Live in Georgetown, Spencer Wilson covering Colorado first.
All right, Spencer, thank you. Spencer covers what's happening across our high country. Recently, that's meant stories in Steamboat Springs, Carbondale, and Frisco. You can send him your ideas through our website, CBS Colorado.